builds two different sets of the same building blocks, alright? So in the first one, you get 60 blocks is 12 quid, yeah? So 60 blocks equals 12 euro. Now, what I do is I divide both sides by 60 to figure out how much one block costs. So one block is 12 euro divided by 60. And 12 euro divided by 60. What do you get? 0.2, 20 cent a block, yeah? And then the other one is 150 blocks costs 28. So 150 costs 28. So Jay, what am I doing? I need 150 blocks cost me 28. So how much would one block cost me? 28 divided by 150, because that's be 150 times cheaper. And you get 0.18.67. So roughly 19 cent a block. So which one's cheaper and why? Set A, the 60 blocks for 12 euro. Okay. Alright guys, next question. The minus B formula, okay? So if you go to your past paper, so your log tables, the thing about this one is it's actually also on the cover, isn't it? The minus B formula. Yeah. Can we all take out a calculator for a minute and input this on the calculator? So I make sure we all get this right. Not enough of us got this right, in my opinion. I thought we'd be slightly better. Okay. Just have to click on the pointer. Where's the pointer gone? There it is. Okay. So I'm just going to move this slightly. Here it is here. Now, okay, do you see the A value comes in front of the x squared? So what's the A value here, guys? The A value? The A value is what comes in front of the x squared. It's the 3. What's the B value? Comes in front of the... Huh? Minus 5x. No x, just minus 5. The minus B value is where you do the magic wand on both sides. 5. And then finally the C value is 1. Is that okay? Now you're going to fill in your equation. Everybody see this equation here? We're filling it in. Do you have a calculator you could use? Yeah. Alright guys. What goes here? So this space here? 5. Not 5. Minus 5, because it's minus B, yeah? What goes in here? 5. If you don't have it taken down, would you take it down just so we have it? And then what goes here? 3. A is 3. And then B, C I'm in? 1 all over? 2 times 3. Now when you go to your calculator, which is here, we'll go back to, where's the sentence actually? Home, calculate. Now, press the fraction button at the beginning. So we got that, you press the fraction button at the beginning and you go minus 5. There's no symbol for plus or minus.
Right, so where's that question?
Now, plus square root, and then what do we have here? 5 squared minus 4 times 3 times 1, and then all over 2 times 3. Does it want the answer with decimals, or what does it want? It wants the answer to 2 decimal places, and this isn't going to work because of we have to change the format, and the format needs to go to decimal, and we get minus 0.23, right? And I think all you guys should be 10 out of 10 on that every time. Okay, it's one of those questions that comes up every year, and you shouldn't be leaving without 10. Now, one sec. The next one, guys, instead of a plus, what do I need to put in here? Where my pointer is? I need to go up and change it to a minus, which I'll do. And then once again, I'll put it in as a decimal. and we get minus 1.43. Okay. And then your xi equals minus 1.43. Pause there. Now, guys, we practiced this one for a while, didn't we? This is the linear and this is the... And what did we say we're going to do with this? We're not attempting the full question here. We're just attempting to get most of the marks. So what's the first thing we're going to do? It says it there. Write y in terms of. So the y wants to be on its own big. Yeah? See the y? He wants to be on its own. So what's he going to do to the 2x? Do you know what he's going to do to that 2x? See the way it says write y in terms of x? That means y wants to be on its own. The 2x goes over, and what happens to it? And that's an attempt. That gets you like a couple of marks straight away. And there's no work in that, is there? Now, what's phase 2 of this question? We've used the first equation. What have we not done? We haven't used the second equation. So, which letter do we have on its own? So we're going to replace y. So it's x squared plus y squared is 25. We're going to replace y. And what are we going to replace y with? Well done, you've got a couple more marks. Did we do much work? No. What did you get for this one? Is that as far as you got? He got 7 out of 15 for 20 seconds of work. 7 out of 15. How many are coming out with 0 there out of interest? I'm stopping there. We're not getting any further. If you want, you could try and multiply it out. But I think we're having enough difficulty just doing the first part. Yeah, you multiply it out and then you get a quadratic equation. So if you're to multiply it out, you get a 25 minus 10x minus another 10x plus a 4x squared. You bring this 25 to the left. And then, actually I'll get you guys to do this for me now. So you're going to get x squared plus 4x squared is 5x squared. And then, now guys, I want you to do this for me now, okay? Okay, so we have an a value of 5, a b value of minus 20, a minus b value of plus 20, and a c value of 0. And we're all doing the minus b formula. See how long this question is? And all that work is just for the extra 6 marks here, so it's a tough slog. So we're going to get b squared, which is minus 20 squared minus 4 times 5 times 0 all over 2 times 5. Into the calculator with it, guys. One of the answers is 4. And then go back and change it to a minus for the other one. It's 0. Yeah, 4 and 0, guys. So you can see that if I change this to 20. So well done. Now, even then, we still don't have full marks in that question. That question is just too difficult for most ordinary level students. So we're not going to bother any further with what we have here. So 5, that's a 0. And this is just for people, for you guys in a couple of months' time. And there we go, we get 0. And then we change it to a plus. And then we get our other answer, which is the 4. Okay. Right, I've been teaching you since first year, you said. All right, multiply that out for me.
6x.
Yeah. 3 times 4. Okay, plus 2. Now, the way I taught you was Celtic and Man City back in the day. You're only allowed 2 aside, so what can you do with the left-hand side? Minus 12 and the plus 2?
Go on to the other side.
Well, we don't transfer till we have 2 aside. The Celtic has 3 players currently.
Yeah.
Celtic has the 6x, the minus 12 and the 2. So I need you to combine the minus 12 and the 2 together. So what is, you owe your friend €12, but you have €2. Exactly. Now you enter the transfer market. Only X's play for, what do we, yeah, for green, yeah. Stays or goes? Stays or goes? Stays or goes? Stays or goes? Write down the ones that stay. See directly underneath. Now, who goes in this position?
10. Comes with 10.
No, but who transferred into Celtic? He was plus 3x on his old team. He was happy on his old team. He's negative on its new team. In a sec. And then the minus 10 was negative on Celtic, which means plus on the blue team. 6x take 3x. 10 take 7. 3. What's the relationship between 3 and x? Am I adding 3 to x or am I multiplying 3 by x? Well, 5x means 5 multiplied by x. 3x means 3 multiplied by x. 3 plus x means 3 add on to x. So what am I doing here? I'm multiplying 3 by x and the answer is 3. So we're going to turn this multiplier into a, where does it go? So this 3 here, the red 3, yeah? It appears underneath the black 3. 3 divided by 3? 1. Out of interest, how many is what? Now, I'm briefly going to show you on page, these are called indices. See the small numbers? Yeah? And what we're going to do is we're going to go to our maths tables again. And on our maths tables on page 21, you'll see a bunch of rules here, okay? And all these rules, we're going to have to match what we think we're going to do here, okay? And once again, we don't have to aim to be amazing at this. We just have to aim to be as good as we can. So there's two ways of, I think there's more than one way of thinking about doing this, all right? So, okay, so look at this, all right? The first trick we might try is, what happens if we just use the calculator straight away? Just use the calculator outright, and let's see what happens. We might get away with it. We might get away with the calculator straight away. So, you ready? I think this one works perfectly as it turns out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to write it all out. 5, just don't leave it blank. So 5 to the power of 3. Will you all type this in, everybody? Because you all have different calculators. To the power of 6 divided by 5. Anybody remember? Squared. We all good? What's the answer? That big old answer there, yeah? Everybody see it? That doesn't make much sense, does it? Press format. And then press... to be honest, they were smart. We can't actually do it using our calculator trick. So the number's too big. So in that case, we're actually going to have to use our rules. Okay, so we tried that method. It didn't work. So here's what we're going to try instead. What rule does this look like? A, B, or C? No, sorry, just the circled part, not the full thing, just the circled part. This part here, does it look like A, B, or C? Why does it not look like A? There's 2 big numbers and 2 small numbers. Well, this one only has 1 small number, or sorry, it has 2 small numbers and 1 big number and the brackets. But the main thing is 1 big number and 2 small numbers. And it says PQ, P and Q is PQ. What does PQ mean? P multiplied by Q. So multiply 3 by 6. 3 multiplied by 6? 18. Now, do you want to know what this actually means? It means you're doing 5 to the power of 3 and you're doing it 6 times. See the way you're doing it 6 times? And in each one of those brackets, there's 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. See the way there's 3 of them in each bracket? And that will be 16 of them 18 of them in total. That's why it's 18. Now what's on the bottom? 5 to the power of 2. Which rule does it look like now? The whole thing. Does it look like rule A, rule B, or rule C?
B.
Looks a lot like B. And what does it say to do in rule B?
Minus
P take away Q. The top one take away there. So do that there. 18 take away 2. 5 to the power of? Did anybody get a proper simultaneous equation? This is a normal simultaneous equation. So pick a letter, your choice. Which letter do you want to choose? B. Any suggestions on the letter? BG. You want to choose X? Okay. Start of the year, yeah. What number will 5 and 7 divide into? Just count up in 5s and then count up in 7s and make sure you find a number they both divide into. What number do we both think it is?
35.
Turn them into 35s. Okay?
45x plus 35y.
In a second. So multiply the top one by 7. What do we get? Multiply all of the top line by 7. Yeah. Plus y and then
28.
still, I think on this one you're capable of 15 out of 15. Yeah. Now, next one. How'd you turn 7 into 35? You multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By 5. I'm going to multiply by minus 5. Can anybody tell me why I'm doing it by minus 5? I'd like a minus 35. Yeah, so we can cancel it out. So it's going to be minus 35x. And then what's minus 5 by a? Minus 40. Y. Then minus 5 by a. Minus 40. Add across. 35x, take 35x. Just 2y equals 28, take 40. You have 28 quid, but you owe your mate 40. Minus 12. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. Minus 6. So you're on 12 out of 15 or 13 out of 15. I can't remember which one. What answer are we missing though? We have y, do we not? We need the other one. What's the other one? X. Your choice. Which one would you want to pick? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? Your choice. Top. 5x plus 6 times whatever y is equals 4. What are you going to do with the y? Minus 6. Multiply it out. B. What happens to the minus 36? What happens to the minus 36?
Goes over to the other side.
What do we get?
So plus 40.
Yeah, 4 plus 36 is 40. And now what happens to the 5? It goes underneath the 40. You use the calculator and 40 divided by 5? 8. Yeah, about. Alright. Ratio question, yeah? Alva gets 2 shares. How much does Ben get? Ben gets the middle amount. 7 shares. How many shares does Callum get? 3 shares. Everybody see that? 485. Callum. Oh, sorry. They receive €485 between them. How many shares in total then? Add them all up together. 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 2. Is it not 12 shares? Okay. So what we have there is we have 12 shares. Oh, wait.
If you just avoid 485.
Wait, something's weird. Oh, sorry. We're reading the question wrong. Read the question again. Aveen and Callum combined receive 485. How many shares do Aveen and Callum have combined? No, that's how much money they get. How much shares did they have? How many? 5 shares, exactly. So 5 shares divided by 5 to find 1 share. So what's 1 share? So 5 shares is somewhere around that ballpark, all right? 97. So 1 share is 97. What question? They want to know how much Ben gets. How many shares does Ben get? Yeah, because Ben gets 7 shares, yeah? Did any of you get the answer 6, 7, 9? No? We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Really fast. Ready? This will take 3 minutes, I'm hoping. What's the common denominator between 3 and 2? What number will 3 and 2 divide into? 6? Okay. So what you need to do here is you need to turn all the bottoms into 6. So what you multiply 2 by to turn it into 6? Multiply the top by 3 and multiply the bottom by 3. What you do to the second part? And the bottom by 2. And the last part? 6 and... Okay, let's go for it. 3 times x. I just put them back. 3 times x. 3 times 2. 2 times x. 2 times 4. Sorry, it's a 4, my fault. 8. 4 times 6. No, 4 times 6 is 20. 24. 3x plus 2x. 5x. 6 plus 8. 6 plus 8, anybody? 14. Bring the 14 to the other side. 24, take 14. 10 divided by 5? 2. Now,